I think it's not going to work. Now I'm on the old laptop again.
Why? It's
Uh,
recording.
yeah, but I just had you not, it wasn't coming through.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, has it working now?
Let me see. I got to switch back to, okay, say something?
Is it working now?
Not quite.
Oh,
Let me try one. I gotta, if you lose me, I'm still here. Don't hang up or anything, Dom.
okay.
Um, okay, so that should be like that. This one, it was working before you got here. I made sure of it. Should be there. And I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear anything,
But Spreaker can hear you.
but you can't.
Son of a bitch. Why is that? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, if I turn it so I can hear you, or so Spreaker can hear you, but I can't.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why this laptop it does it and the other one didn't. Um, Try one more thing here. Okay, try talking now.
Okay, I am talking, forming words, saying things. Nothing too
Okay,
fucking retarded and stupid.
you're not coming through speaker. So now I'm gonna switch you over to the other setting and try talking now.
Okay, I'm talking while I'm yawning. That's frustratingly annoying. What was that? Want me
No,
to keep
try
talking?
nothing.
Just keep talking, saying things.
No. Hang on. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not. It's not you. Is it? The recording is picking me up, but you aren't.
Exactly.
That's going to make it very frustrating.
Uh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna put you on here. Case talk now.
Okay, talking,
All
exploring,
right.
saying things.
Yeah, not working. Now I can hear you and it can't. So I guess I'll just record the Skype call and feed it later. That sucks. I don't understand the difference between. I'm not doing anything different than I did on the other laptop.
Oh, that's fucking annoying.
And the other laptop worked perfect for all those times. Oh well, we just go back to the way we used to do it. It's no big deal. Okay. How was your day?
Day was okay. I got one fuck of a day ahead of me tomorrow, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got like a whole fucking bunch of customers' orders being delivered to the store. Normally we do like one or two a week. I've got 12.
Wow.
So I've got like no room to put anything, and they all got to be put together, so like they don't just come in like a big mass. I got to separate all the orders, put them all. It's going to be a fucked up day.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Um, I I am
oh,
trying to install a call recorder that can apparently record up to 64 lines. I finally found call recording software,
oh, really?
but I didn't have time to get it set up. It's a whole bunch of crap I have to do. But
60 fucking 4 lines. Holy
yeah,
Christ.
apparently. So hopefully, it's supposed to be for an office, like for conference calls and stuff.
Yeah.
But should do the trick. Maybe if it'll work, I don't know. It took me forever to try and like get it set up. and then I don't know. There's like 4 different things I have to install, so I just decided to check and see how long you were going to be, and you had already messaged like 15 minutes earlier, so.
Yeah, I sped like a fucking demon coming home.
Cool.
I had no traffic. It was just 110 the whole way.
So I did look into flights, by the way. I don't know if I told you. Looking at an average about 230 to 260 kind of thing.
Okay.
So doable, not ideal, but doable.
And that's both ways?
No, that's one way.
That's one way. Okay.
That's all I'm focusing on right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
So anyway, it's looking better than I thought initially, but still not great.
Well, let's see what we can fucking figure out here.
Do I want to record half the fucking thing again? Like, no, there's no point. All right.
Oh. Well, shit, I wonder if that one's fucking... Found one that would be a return flight for $383.
That's pretty good.
That's fucking return, too.
Well, we'll see. Maybe they'll have a sale or something as we get closer.
Let's find out. Okay.
Oh, no, I can't hear. Uh-oh. Why can I not hear Spreaker now?
Let's see. It's on the weekend of what, the 14th or the 15th, 14, 15, 16th?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. June is apparently a little bit more expensive. You're looking at about $560.
Yeah. Well, I looked at that weekend. The ones I was looking at, and they were all 2-something one way. Unless it's changed since yesterday.
Let's take a look.
That sucks. Anyway, we don't have to look now.
No, we'll figure that out.
This pisses me off. I can't believe this.
Oh.
I'm gonna look one more time, make sure I'm doing everything right. Yes, that goes to cable output. Yes. I did that. That's all I have to do. It was so easy on the other one. I don't get it. I guess I gotta get in touch with Spreaker, but I'll get a new laptop before I worry about that. Fuck, I can't believe that one broke. All right, we should get this done. We're gonna get... You ready to go?
I am ready.
All right. You sound tired.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pissed off, so we'll make it a short one.
Yeah, that's okay.
So intro music, 30 seconds of intro music, blah, 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 blah. Fuck, I wanted to show you music too. Plus all my sound bites tonight were going to be clips of you talking.
Clips of me talking?
Yeah. Oh, from the fake interview I'm making. All right, that should be long enough for music. Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It is May the 15th, 2019, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where people who say go big or go home to me greatly underestimate my willingness to go home.
It's what one thing that most people desire most.
Yeah, it's like I already had one foot out the door, buddy.
Yeah, right? Go big or go home. See ya.
I didn't realize I had the option. Thanks. Bye. How you doing tonight, Gord?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, my friend?
I am acceptable. Been a weird day, a fairly unproductive day. Some good stuff going on in the world of podcasting, but I won't bore you. Nothing super exciting. Still waiting to hear back on stuff. Other than that, I don't know. ericandgord.com. Go there a lot. People are watching for us. So it would be great if you went to ericandgord.com. Hello, world. Thanks for listening in. Almost 5,400 we've reached so far, and our numbers are looking really good this week. So thanks, everybody, for that. A few more emails wouldn't kill you, though. Eric at ericandgord.com, Gord at ericandgord.com. And yeah, that's all I got. Gord?
And the contest is ending soon.
Friday.
Fucking Friday, man. It's like fucking 2 days away.
2 days away, the 17th, the Ultimate Barbecue Challenge. The biggest giveaway of the summer by far.
Hands down.
Get your ballots in as quickly as possible. What's a ballot, you might ask? Well, a ballot is any entry, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, ericandgord.com, email, any way you choose to get a hold of us and say something about the show. That counts as a ballot, and you can enter as many times as you like. The draw will be February 17th for the Ultimate Barbecue Set. Or why don't you tell them what it is?
It is just that. It's the Ultimate Barbecue Set. It's a stainless steel case that includes everything you're going to need for your barbecuing pleasures, dreams, and wildest wet nut fucking times. It's got everything you need. It's got knives and forks. It's got salt and pepper shakers, or if you can replace it with any spices you like. It's got your tongs. It's got your barbecue skewers. It's got it's got everything in it. Along with that amazing case that it comes with, which is valued at, I believe, the Russian dollars at $1.5 million. Also comes with a secondary set of steak knives. They are serrated now, but they will be fucking ground down and edged by moi, put down to that nice smooth edge for your perfect cutting and slicing needs, so it doesn't ruin your steak. And you're going to be getting all of that. The steak knives secondary are amazing Solingen steel. So you're talking nothing but the best of the best. This is the prize pack to have. There's just no getting around it. It's going to be spectacular. So stop wasting time and fucking send us a message. Win
That
it.
does sound spectacular. You know what, Gord? We're going to possibly pause for 1 second. I got you finally, but you're really quiet again.
Yeah. Well, that's fucking annoying.
Some
people would think that's a good thing.
Yeah. We'll pause. We'll edit this out. I got to see if I can figure this out because I've got it working.
Well, I will take working any day.
Let me see if I can do this. Okay, try talking now.
I am talking and saying words and saying stuff, and I'm saying more words to make it sound like I'm talking.
I think I can use you.
Oh, there we go. That'll work.
So I'm really sorry. Do you want to start again or just keep what we've already got and move on from there?
Oh, let's just keep it going.
All right. But I can push this. I can edit out this little bit that we're talking about.
Okay.
But I can do this. And now we are actually recording the way we want to.
Yay!
Or not. Sorry, give me 1 more minute.
Or we can start.
I still have
whatever.
you, right?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, now I can't hear you. I gotta turn speaker back on. God damn it. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, and I got you back now. We're all good. Okay. Sorry about that.
You want to start back over, or do you want to just fucking say keep going? I don't care.
No, we'll just keep going. Might as well. I can get the intro and paste it on later. That's just cool. Any possibility of you hearing this? No.
No, not at all.
No, didn't think so. Okay, we can move on a little bit here. Sorry for that. It's a rocky beginning. I'll let it out, make it all sound good. I actually will this time, I swear. Um, one thing I did want to mention that I think is kind of cool. I've got the pamphlet here somewhere. I don't. Oh shoot! I don't think I brought it with me. We're reaching 5,400 people internationally now, all around the world, all different countries, and I've become such a big, massively recognizable celebrity that around town here, um, a ESL school has approached me and asked me if I'd do some teaching for them.
Really?
Is to help teach conversational English because you can't like go out on the street and speak like you just talk from an English textbook, right? You want to know how to actually talk to someone, so it'll be teaching actually conversational English to Chinese recently landed immigrants.
Oh.
So I figured such a big international celebrity that they want their new students to be able to talk like me. That's kind of cool.
That's a little scary, but very cool.
That, of course, is only partially true. Yes, I'm going to do it. No, screw it. It's all true.
Yeah.
So
That's
just
fucking awesome, man.
stay tuned for further updates because, the champion tree always looking to expand, open new horizons, find anything that might make some money. Why not try ESL as well? Huge market,
Goddamn right.
obviously. When you're right, you're right. And we're usually right.
Well, so far nobody's proved us wrong about anything so far. So
did you see the documentary I posted? Little short documentary I posted on your Facebook page. I highly recommend it. It's 3 flat earthers having their world destroyed by doing one of their own experiments and it not working.
yeah, with the laser beam on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch that actually. It's not my first time seeing it too, but I enjoy watching it because it's a really good one. It's just kind of. I'd love to know their excuses of why it doesn't work. Rogue Wave that sat in one spot for a long time. I don't know what they would say.
That the one girl in the video is lying. She's actually a scientist. So she's not just a regular person, which I still don't see why that matters. It doesn't matter who does it. It still didn't work for you, meatheads. Anyway, I'm going to be posting a series of videos beginning tonight. Just some little short educational videos for the flat earthers out there who want to who need to be educated. So you can look forward to those coming soon on the real actually official Globe Earthers discussion group, courtesy of Eric and Gord, for the recently vaccinated meat-eating knowers of truth.
I just can't, honestly, like, I just can't get over the fact that, like, you actually need this. Like, I mean, that for me is just what's terrifying, is the fact that this actually has to exist because people are just that goddamn stupid.
You know the best part? None of this actually has to exist.
Well, it doesn't have to, but, I mean, it kind of does.
Strictly for my own entertainment. And
But
I'm
the
loving
people
every
are
minute
just
of it.
that dumb that they are not only going to go on this, but they'd be willing to actually speak about it and throw any bullshit excuse they can possibly think of about why it's not real, even though you have your own supporters are being proven wrong, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe that everything I thought was real off of no fact whatsoever just got proven." That's so weird.
Yeah, it's all a lie. That was obviously filmed in someone's basement. Someone actually said that it was like a basement video. I'm like, really? They put that lake in their basement, idiots?
Do you know how expensive that fucking laser is?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, just start with that. Do you know? I mean, a laser strong enough to fucking go miles and still be a fucking laser point. I mean, that shit is not cheap.
No, I know. A cheap one isn't cheap.
No.
We use them on the construction site all the time.
Yeah.
So anyway, stay tuned for my series of videos. I started with one today. They're kind of neat. Very high-tech, scientific-y stuff with lots of science-y stuff involved. Much like the photos I've been posting all week, the
Oh my goodness.
scientific data.
Been enjoying those. This can't stop fucking giggling every time you post. I'm like, wow, that is so perfectly drawn.
You can't argue science.
Right?
The
Look,
the
I
one
made a
with the
graph.
Hubble telescope was pretty good.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with flat Earth or anything. It was just a fun scientific thing to post, and there'll be plenty more of those coming too. I have lots of science in my archives.
Well, it's a funny thing about science. It's very easily accessible. So,
That is true. It's funny how they don't know that.
or just choose to ignore it because they're a bunch of goddamn idiots.
Yeah. All right. Let's get on with some show here. Enough about that. The Flat Earthers, drop me a line, please. Eric at ericandgord.com. I'm not allowed back into the Flat Earth group discussion group until Friday night. So I'm just chomping at the bit, waiting to get back in there. So this was actually a story I had for us last night, and then we decided not to join up last night, which was just fine by me. Oh, actually, you didn't decide. I decided. I just didn't tell you.
Yes, which is
Uh,
typical of what I usually do to you. So,
it was cool. It was nice. It was a good night. I needed it. But in a survey done this weekend, 53% of people surveyed agreed that Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia should break away and form their own country, with 49% saying the federal government has become completely irrelevant in this part of the country. Um, I wondered where you would be on this, Gord. I'm obviously dead against it, but I wanted to hear what you would say. That's like half of the people here think we should be our own country.
well, I mean, it's a great thing in theory, but what these idiots that have these thoughts about, oh, well, we should just segregate and fucking have our own little country over here in the corner is you've just cut yourself off from the rest of the country, which
Right.
means, anything that's coming through the other side of the country, your costs just went up exponentially.
Well, that's just it. We would need very little from the other side of the country, and we get very little from the other side of the country now. It all comes through the Port of Vancouver to service those three provinces. So on paper, it makes sense.
I mean, I suppose, but the other thing that they don't think about is you still get money. Each province still gets money from the government.
Right, of course, the equalization payments.
You won't get that anymore.
No, no.
That'll be
And you got
gone.
to remember, Vancouver will run everything because there's no other city even a fraction of the size of Vancouver in either province. So
Yeah, no,
it
that's
would
right.
become the country of Vancouver, basically, and all its little satellite cities. It's a terrible idea, in my opinion, but I don't like the idea of breaking up the country. I did, however, have the time to mull over what you were talking about the other night, and I'm not on board for that either.
Have
The
you come up with a
the shutting
solution?
down the borders and the limiting immigration. So I did come up with something that I will introduce as a piece of legislation when Eric and Gord are prime minister, and I call it This is Gord. What I've done is I've drafted a piece of legislation here that's going to eliminate problems all across the board.
This ought to be cute.
Um, And I'm not going to completely eliminate immigration. I am, however, going to put a much more stringent observation team in place who makes sure these people are doing what they should be doing to become full-fledged good Canadian citizens. This is what I call the IF deal. Now, I call it the IF deal because the acronym's not very cool. It's IFYDIDLIL. So that's not very cool. The IFY deal. So I just said the IF deal. Sounds kind of neat. And it's really simple. It's if you don't like it, leave. And that's what that covers is everything the government comes up with. No more of this whining and bitching. No more lobbyists. No more political interests. No more corporate interests. The government will say something, and then that will be the way it's done. And if you don't like it, leave.
No. No. And that's funny that I say that because, as you know, I'm weird in the sense that I believe in either complete totalitarian. I can never say that fucking word properly without sound like an idiot. But either complete government control or just none at all.
Well, this is a happy medium for both of us because it is complete control. It's you and I will come up with a decision, and if the rest of the country doesn't like it, they can leave.
But no, because that creates ego on our part that puts us as untouchable. I think everything that you're going to do gets voted by the people. That's the easiest way to do it. Whatever you're going to pass a fucking law. All right, here's the law. Here's the rule. Here's what we're going to put. Here's what we want to have put in place. Here's why we're going to put it in place, and here's how it's going to work. There's the plan. You've got 1 week to vote on it. Vote.
Okay, I'll let you. That'll be the first thing they vote on. How's that?
Vote on the right to vote on voting?
Yeah. They can vote on the right to vote on voting. And I'll be dropping stuff throughout the week on this, but I'm definitely halfway on board with your immigration policy. I think it's time to limit it and see what we can do on our own.
Well, you got to remember, Canada at one point, not even all that long ago, but right before Trudeau, Canada had some of the most strict immigration laws on the planet.
Oh, definitely.
And I just think that we just need to go back to that because that was the whole thing. We didn't have as much issues and problems with stuff because of the fact that in order for you to get into the country, you had to meet a very specific set of criteria.
Yes.
Stick with that fucking rule. It worked very well.
Oh, I definitely agree with that rule. Absolutely. I think it should be a lot more difficult. Even in so much as having to know at least one of the official languages, which there will only be one after we win in October.
Fuck
anyway.
the French.
Oh yeah, that'll be done. They can speak it on their prison island.
I still firmly believe. I think if you ever want to talk about separation in the country, Quebec, go away. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the referendum
work.
numbers would be like for that. What the referendum numbers would be like if they asked the rest of Canada. They never do. They only ask Quebec, and they come in.
They never ask. Yeah, that's because they don't want to know the answer because they know the answer is going to be fuck Quebec.
Well, I don't know. We're going to see a big surge in them coming up in the next few months here as the Bloc gets ready to push for an actual chance at comeback in the House of Commons. That'll be interesting because they're going to be rallying hard with the Greens.
If you shut the border off on Quebec, if you create Quebec as its own fucking individual country, Quebec is fucked. Tourism is destroyed.
100%.
That's it. That's fucked. But the only true way to do it, and to do it right, though, you guys get separation, no problem. But the highway that goes through, there's a fucking highway that goes through. That you can still take a highway that comes right from Ontario to whatever's on the other side of Quebec. New Brunswick?
I'll let you mull that one over.
I don't know. I don't even care. It doesn't matter. But there would be a direct highway that you would be able to go right across to bypass through so you don't have to go through the States.
Right. This is assuming that we don't turn it into a prison island.
Well, Quebec's got some beautiful scenery.
I'd
hate to ruin it by just turning it into a bunch of prisoners and let them have all the gorgeous mountains and all that shit there too.
It's also got some fantastically lucrative asbestos mines that I'd like to reinstate.
Why would you want to reinstate asbestos mines?
Because it's a wonderful product. It's the most fireproof natural product in existence.
It's also one of the most deadly.
Only if it's used improperly.
Only if it's
exploded. You just need to re-educate people. So anyway, the point of all this is I don't think Canada should be busted apart. I think we are a great nation. We're a large, very large nation. I think fragmented up, we're not a great nation. I think Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia, when you put that together, one of the three automatically has very little to offer, and the other one doesn't like us very much.
Yeah.
It's not it would never work.
There's not enough people to sustain it.
No, not anywhere near enough people, and we would never get along with anything. What does Saskatchewan bring to the party? Potash, woo, canola. We're fine, guys.
Although, when you really think about it, you got oil, canola, and well, BC has got tons of
everything.
things. Between those three, that's pretty much, that would be enough for the most part. As long as you market and sell it correctly, that would be enough to sustain the three provinces together as its own little entity. That would technically work.
To take it more seriously, Saskatchewan's also got they've invested a massive amount into soy farms, and they've got these massive soy farms, which they can which is fantastic for international trade.
But horrible for the local animal populations.
Yeah, but it's very lucrative, and kind of always it's one of those commodities that's always trending upwards. So the three provinces could pull it off. I just don't see it as being beneficial. Really, it would be more of a struggle than it's worth, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Again, it's like communism. It works well on paper, but it never works well when you put it into play.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
so, all you 53% of you people polled, shut up.
I don't know who these people are who keep getting polled. I never get polled on anything. I want to get polled. Send me a poll. Eric@ericgord.com. Poll me about something.
Yeah, I fucking dare you. Like I say about everything, I fucking dare you to ask me my opinion.
That's a good secondary slogan we should work in there. Go ahead, don't vote for us. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, watch what happens.
Vote for someone else. We fucking dare you. Fuck the fuck. Eric Gord,
Yeah.
I haven't put that on our website yet. I should. Our website's doing fantastic, by the way. Thank you, everybody, for visiting and for listening. We're third out of popular platforms to listen to Eric and Gord. I think that's really cool. I didn't expect that from our website. I know I haven't done as much maintenance as I should be doing. I will try to get back doing that more diligently. But at any rate, thanks, everybody, for checking us out. There'll be some updates later on in the week on that.
Awesome.
I was going to send you another report tonight, actually, about that, Gord, but we'll talk later.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because I'm in a sort of a quiet place. So I do apologize for that. I can't get quite as worked up as I wanted to about your big story, but Alabama following their good buddies Georgia right along, although there is an asterisk to this. But Gord, why don't you tell the people who didn't hear today what they did in Alabama?
Alabama needs to be wiped off the fucking face of the earth. They have literally passed a law, as everybody has heard now, because it's been all over the news, all over the fucking place right now. Well, I should say they passed law. The law has been put forward. It has been voted on and everything else, and it hasn't been officially put through yet.
The governor signed it through.
Yep. So it's expected to go through, where they have actually banned abortion.
Unless you're raped.
No. Rape and incest are not included in that.
I did read further about this, and the governor herself admits that it's in no way enforceable because it is in direct contravention of Roe v. Wade. It's not enforceable at all, and it's more of sorry, just to bring attention to the fact that they want it reopened. So it's just ornamental, really. They know they can't enforce it.
But they can, and it will. That's
No, but they
just it.
can't, and it won't. The governor herself says they can't. It's violation of federal law. It can't be enforced.
Yeah, but this is the stepping stone to eliminate Roe versus Wade.
That's what they're
What they
hoping
want.
for. Yeah, that's what they want. They want it to be symbolic, but that's all it is at this point. It's symbolic. So a little bit of breath of fresh air for now, but it is definitely heading in the wrong direction. Um, the fact that they're even questioning Roe versus Wade is just ridiculous. This, like, I can't scream as much as I'd like to, but the amount of stories I've read just today on Facebook of women telling their story, they bring tears to your eyes. And if they don't, you're a robot. The fact that anyone in either country thinks it's a good idea to move in that direction is just frightening and sick. And I know Andrew Scheer has mentioned it in the past, and I know he's just chomping at the bit to bring it up in Canada. And this is just fodder for him coming up as the election comes around. He can say, hey, look what they're doing in the States, and a bunch of meatheads that vote for him will agree.
Yep. It's absolutely true. It's insane when a doctor is being threatened to be put in jail for longer than what a pedophile would be thrown in jail for.
Yeah.
But yet, and this is a point that somebody brought up, and I thought this was probably a little bit of an interesting point. If a doctor can now a woman cannot be charged with this. That's one of the things. No. So no woman will ever get charged with having an abortion. The doctor will. But here's the thing. Notice throughout any of this, there's been no mention or word whatsoever about the guy that got the girl pregnant.
Right.
Why isn't he being charged?
Well, for the same reason the woman isn't.
Is it though? Because why is a doctor being charged? The guy created the life.
Yeah.
So he is partially in cahoots with the whole thing.
But he's not in cahoots with the decision to, or possibly not. Anyway, I don't know. I'm with you on this one. The thing's ridiculous, but even as a symbolic thing, it's ridiculous. But no, in this conversation, the guy is never brought up. For better or worse, even on the positive side of this conversation, the guy doesn't have a say in it.
But here's the really dumb thing. This is a law passed by mainly men, where men are not included in the decision in the sense of, well, don't worry about what the guy does. He's a guy. He's innocent on this.
Yeah.
No. This is what makes it so fucking stupid.
Well, even on the pro-choice side of it, though, the guys aren't considered in it.
Well, guys are starting to fight for that, to say that a guy should be able to have his say about whether a woman says to keep the baby or not. The guy should have a say. And
I would think so. But I
don't know. See, I don't. I mean, because, again, the woman is the one that has to carry the baby for the 9 months. And face it, she's also the one who's going to be doing the bulk of the raising.
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
Fact.
I was gonna argue with you, but you're right.
So no, the guy has no say. I've been in the situation where I was with a girl. She got pregnant. She initially told me that she would be giving up the baby. And then she decided she's going to keep it, and I ended up at a court for fucking years, and just to find out that the kid wasn't mine by the end of it. But that all being said, not once during any of that shit, not once did the thought even cross my mind of saying, why didn't my opinion matter about whether she should keep it or not? Because you know what? That's not my fucking decision to make. I'm not the one carrying the baby. I'm not the one going through that. And any of these people, and one thing that pisses me off more than anything is 99.99% of these fucking pieces of low-life scum that want to argue this fucking point and say, no, these babies have a right to live. Not one of you fucking pieces of shit fucking adopt children. So go fuck your hat.
I think
you are part of the fucking problem.
Some of them adopt children. I can't say not a single one of them adopts children, but Point made.
Too fucking little of the amount, though.
Yeah, so, well, there's too little an amount of adoption going on just in general.
Yeah.
Um,
And why is that? Because there's too many fucking kids out there.
well, that's part of it. Yeah. That's one thing we got to quit having kids.
Yeah.
But I think, I guess education has to keep being pushed. You guys tried to take a huge step backwards there. Dougie tried to.
Yep.
Education's the key, and prevention. Just prevent it from happening. Don't get pregnant. Throw a condom on, guys. Every guy who listens to this show, which is the majority of our audience, quit lying. They're not that bad. You're still gonna have sex. It's still gonna be great. Put the fucking condom on and quit whining.
Yeah. But even then, though, condoms aren't 100%. That shit fucking breaks.
97% if you use them right. Don't be stupid about it. But really, yes, we need to start educating these kids and younger people who can't make the decisions on their own and start really forcing contraception on them. Let's stop the problem before it becomes a problem.
And the way to stop the problem is fucking sterilization at birth. You cannot fucking argue that point for me. You can't. It's not possible.
Well, I won't argue it for you, but I still disagree with the government telling us what or manipulating our bodies as babies. That's just a choice I think that should be left up to us, because you're getting into a territory there where you open the door for genetic engineering,
which should also be completely allowed. Why wouldn't you want to genetically modify the fucking baby so you guarantee no disease, guarantee this? Why wouldn't you? You can custom pick everything in your life. Why would you not want to custom pick your fucking child? What's the downside?
The downside is only the elimination of people who are different, and people.
No, the downside is eliminating the burdens of society. That's the downside.
Nah, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Because
nobody's going to worry about having a fucking baby with Down syndrome any fucking more. You don't have to worry. You can change the genome.
This show in no way is referring to people with Down syndrome as a burden to society. I am absolutely shutting down that train of thought right now. I would never in my lifetime refer to anyone with Down syndrome as a burden.
It's a harsh statement, but it certainly doesn't make anybody's life easier.
Well, it doesn't make anybody's life more difficult.
Oh, fucking right it does. Don't fucking say that, Eric. That's not even true. Of course it makes your life more difficult.
I am not entertaining this line of thinking in no way.
Everything about it. You can't just put them in regular daycare, specialized daycare. Everything becomes specialized. And then once they get older, they don't move out of the house anymore. That is 100% pure care from birth to death.
That is absolutely categorically untrue. And there's examples all over here I can bring. I can introduce you to a happily married couple, both with Down syndrome, right in your old neck of the woods. They live right by where you lived, actually. That is in no way a 100% truth in any way, shape, or form. And I'm a little surprised because when we get into hand-picking our children, then we get into hand-picking that brown eyes aren't right. We start, if you have a propensity for obesity, that's not right. Next thing you know, it's an Aryan argument, and we start handpicking those. All of a sudden, gingers aren't desirable, and they don't get picked anymore. Are you a burden to society?
Have you met me? Clearly. I openly admit it. That's the fucking problem. Nobody's willing to admit the fucking level of burden that they become on society. Fucking right, I'm a burden. Ask anybody who deals with me. I'm a pain in the ass to everybody.
Well, this much I know.
See? Point proven.
But no, I'm not going to entertain that at all. You might be onto something, but I'm not going with the starting picking out who's a burden to society and who isn't. That's definitely not for me to choose. Um, and I would not want to I would not want to anyone to think that the show is associated with that kind of a decision. If any of my listeners have Down syndrome, please feel free to contradict Gord on that. I'd appreciate it.
Bring it on.
I think this is the first time we've ever disagreed this adamantly about anything. And I don't have a funny sound clip to play about it.
But notice, folks, we might be disagreeing on something, but notice how we don't hate each other. Notice how we're not picking a side and saying, fuck you since you don't agree with me now. Do you notice this? Because this is how you guys all treat society as a whole right now.
That is,
we're allowed to disagree with each other, and we're allowed to get along with each other still.
Wait, hold on. Back it up. Are you trying to say we could have two different opinions and still be friends or neighbors or co-workers?
That's right.
Wait
a minute. That is actually possible to happen.
So, in this weird world you speak of, you can think something differently than me, and we're gonna survive?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Not only survive, but get along.
What a remarkable revolutionary idea that is.
Right?
You can think for yourself and still be friendly to each other. But you have to eliminate the church and state from your train of thought, unfortunately.
Which would also be the other thing I'd be doing.
Stop subscribing.
Church would not be having any fucking discussion on politics.
Oh, no, it absolutely should. Well, it says it doesn't, but it's not supposed to. That's already there.
In God we trust. Bullshit,
yeah,
it doesn't.
Exactly, right? It's the first fucking... you know what I would like to do is just take away the desire to be a politician. Get politics completely out of the equation. Make it just a job that nobody wants. Because there's still going to be a few freaks that want it. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Minimum wage.
They get minimum wage and just make it no expense accounts. None of this bullshit that they all get. Make it so you don't want to be a politician. There'll still be people who want to change the country and have a voice. And they will be the suckers who go and do it. It'll be like teachers and paramedics. Look at paramedics. Probably one of the most heroic jobs out there. And they get paid shit.
Yeah.
But politicians get hundreds of thousands of dollars? What the fuck is wrong with people?
No. I always say, people have been saying this for a while now. I've been saying this for fucking 20 plus years. You want to see government fucking change its policy on homelessness, on difference of pay rates and things like that? Pay all politicians minimum wage.
Sure.
Because the second they realize how difficult it is to survive on minimum wage, everything changes. Because they don't want to live like that. They want to be able to live differently. So,
exactly. Start making government jobs undesirable. So why are city jobs the best jobs out there? Those should be the worst jobs out there, and they should be mandatory. You know, you don't get welfare. You go work for the city.
Yeah.
There is no more welfare. You get a city job.
And I already have the solution to welfare. That's easy. I've already explained this one. Welfare.
Yeah, you have.
It's just too simple.
Well, it is. Your economics make perfect sense. I say, give them a job.
Did you hear that, math teacher from high school? Go fuck yourself. My economics work.
Hey, right?
Right? Fuck you for failing me.
They don't teach you that kind of stuff in school, though. That's the right math isn't taught. A lot of big things to mull over there. But the point is, we got way off track here.
As we usually do.
Yeah, I guess so. So I don't care. Abortion sucks. It's a shitty topic to have to get into. I was very, very happy when it was put to rest finally in Canada. And I was absolutely elated when Stephen Harper said that he wasn't going to have anything to do with changing that decision. That was one of the things that very very much made me respect the man. He said the Canadians have spoken, and that's that. And he said he stood firm, says he doesn't agree with it, but he agrees with Canada's decision, and that was a very cool thing for him to do.
Yep, I agree.
And I certainly hope maybe he can have a conversation with Andrew Scheer before he gets too close to the podium and says something stupid to get Canada on this bandwagon. More, America, this is the way they always do to us. They're so right about something, and then so, like Colorado, yes, good decision. Alabama, fuck no. How could you be so wrong? Legalize mushrooms, not banning abortions.
Yeah. I don't get it. Oh, by the way, one of my favorite arguments against it, by the way, was that, well, the amount of people getting abortions from rape or incest is minuscule in comparison to how many are not. People use it as a form of birth control. The amount of people that use it as a quote-unquote form of birth control is so fucking minuscule. It's less than everything else.
Anyone who says that's never been through one. They're incredibly painful. It's a long recovery. It's not a pleasant thing.
And mentally, it is a fucking mental fucking thing. Like, this is a brutal thing for a woman to deal with.
This is why I don't understand why we're not jamming RU 486 into every little girl's hand. As soon as she's 12, she should be walking around with that shit, which is more commonly known as the morning after pill.
Yep.
That should be in the hands right with your birth control pills. The morning after pill should be right next to it. We should be promoting the shit out of that. It's a great option. It's a great alternative. It's non-invasive. It's very cheap, actually. But that's your whole prescription argument back again.
Yeah.
They're all very cheap, kids. Just pay attention to Gord, mostly.
That's right.
Yeah, why are we not doing that? Why don't we just it's not even an option. Parents, just start giving your daughters the morning after pill.
Yeah.
Just to carry around. You might never use it. Great. Perfect. If your little girl's so perfect she never needs it, fantastic. Most of the 36 million in Canada are not that perfect. That's a rough number there, by the way.
That's a good enough number for me.
Yeah, Jesus, I can't believe it took me so long to make a point. It's because I'm too quiet. I'm too restrained right now, and it's I can't think when I'm quiet and calm.
Right? You can't get that shit out.
I think I'm going to have to find a new place to do this tomorrow night because I got to unleash. And I will do so with a vengeance tomorrow night. Still lots to get to. I wanted to get to your other topic because I'm all over this Roundup fight, buddy.
Yeah, this is the Roundup one's an interesting one because it's the same. It goes under the same line of logic of families being paid off by the Catholic Church when their children were diddled by fucking priests.
Sure.
But I'm innocent. Of course you are. That's why you're paying it out.
Yeah.
The fact that the settlement of $2 billion with a B, $2 billion awarded to a family,
which they'll never pay, by the way. They'll never see a dime of that. The tobacco companies. The tobacco companies haven't paid anyone. They haven't paid $1 to anyone that won a settlement against them.
The last two settlements that Roundup lost to in the millions, multi millions paid out.
I'm impressed. I'll be impressed to see if it happens. And if it does, great. No, not great. I think they shouldn't have had a lawsuit to begin with. But if anyone doesn't know, a couple was just paid out $2.2 billion for using Roundup and claiming it caused their cancer.
My question is what are they doing with it?
That's also my question. My question is, how did you not know this? This is common knowledge. It's got warnings all over it. It's not a secret.
Well, it is because Roundup is saying that there's no link. Roundup is flat out stating there is no link to cancer, but we're going to pay out $2 billion or millions of dollars to people because people are getting cancer from it, but there's no link. Bullshit.
Well,
You're a
that's just idiotic.
multi-billion company. You could afford the fucking court costs.
Well, yeah, that's the Walmart argument.
Yeah.
No, Walmart flat out says it's cheaper for them to settle lawsuits than to give workers equal rights. If anyone is using Roundup under the guise that it's good for you, you're an idiot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And no chemical is good for you. That's not. God damn
If
it! It
it's
shouldn't be
man-made, it's
surprising.
fucking bad for you.
My
If it's
ex-wife
man-made and
destroyed
meant
our
to kill
entire.
things, let's put it
Exactly.
that way. If it's man-made and meant to kill something, it's not good for you.
My ex-wife destroyed our entire lawn with it, trying to get rid of a little tiny patch of dandelions she didn't like. It's a ridiculously strong product. It's difficult to use if you're a moron, but you should know by now that it's bad for you. And you shouldn't, I don't think there should be a lawsuit there. I don't think every company should have to be responsible for people's stupidity. The moron who spilled the coffee and started this goddamn suing everybody business. It's retarded. You didn't know your coffee was hot? Fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's very
You didn't
stupid.
know Roundup was bad for you? Come on. Do they not teach you the little skull and crossbones thing? Bring back Mr. Yuck. Remember Mr. Oh, you guys didn't have Mr. Yuck. Or maybe you did. You're from Ontario. Do you remember Mr. Yuck? He used to fly under the kitchen sink and tell you all the things. He was a happy face, but he was green and he was a frown.
No,
He'd
I have
fly
no
under
idea.
the kitchen. He'd go under the kitchen sink and tell you all the stuff that was bad for you. He was like a Saturday morning cartoon thing. Bring him back. If you need to, if we need a new education program that you don't know these things, if you don't know these things cause cancer, you shouldn't be touching them.
Yeah, that's very true. It's like, you know, I like to see that they're actually there. I actually do like the fact that they're being held responsible for what they're releasing to the public. Like as a slightly different variation of the example, Vince Neil, singer of Motley Crue, his daughter Skylar, they when he moved out of the way from the city, got him out in the country. They had this beautiful home. There was a nice little fucking creek that ran in the back of their house. She used to play in the water all the time, and she ended up getting really, really sick. And he found out after that the reason she got sick and died was because there was a company down the river that was pumping chemicals into the water, and she got cancer from the chemicals in the water.
Sure. And if there was a cover-up attempt, then
it was worse
absolutely.
than cover-up attempt because it was actually to the point where he sued them. And this is a fucking rock star who had almost unlimited funds. And he still lost.
Right.
And that just makes no sense. So, like, I'm actually, there's an extent that I'm happy that to see, a company being held responsible for the chemicals that they are putting because, again, there's tons of alternatives. Do you need to use these extremely harsh chemicals that are that bad for you? Like, like if you're spraying Roundup and a gust of wind comes back and you inhale a bunch of it, is that enough to create the cells to start cancer in your body? It might be that little. We don't know.
Yeah, but you make a choice using it, knowing that that's a possibility. Even if it's a possibility, right then and there, you're making the choice to use it or not.
So then why is it available in the market if it's that deadly? It shouldn't. That's just it. Why is it available to use if it's that deadly to use?
Well, it's the most widely used herbicide in the world. It's gigantic.
And they have been telling people for decades that it's not harmful.
But we already know that it is.
But
so
they
it really
keep
doesn't
telling
matter.
us that it isn't. So
yeah,
there's
well,
no.
Then we got to pull McDonald's off the shelves. We got to pull everything off the shelves. We know that we got to pull automobiles.
McDonald's admits that you shouldn't eat McDonald's every day. McDonald's admits that. And again, if you have McDonald's once a week, that's not going to kill you.
No, that's true. But if you use Roundup once a week,
Roundup,
it's not going to kill you either.
But how much of it can?
Well, it's not for who cares?
If you spray the shit in the ground and then your neighbor's kid comes over, doesn't know that you sprayed the stuff in the ground and rolls around the fucking ground and gets cancer from it,
well, then
whose
you should
fault
be
is it?
liable for letting your kid roll around on your lawn when you've got harmful chemicals on it. That's for the homeowner to protect against. That's
Yeah,
the same as if I have a wood burning stove and a kid runs over and jumps in it. It's not the wood burning stoves company's fault.
no, but you can't. Like, again, when you're talking, especially when you're talking children, controlling a fucking child is not the easiest thing in the fucking world to do.
Well, then if we have to start eliminating everything from the market that it might potentially harm a child, that gets rid of everything in the fucking world.
Well, then what a horrible thing that is. Why not? Let's get rid of it. We don't need it. We don't need these deadly fucking chemicals. There's no need
That's
for it.
food, that's plastics, that's
Food was never
vehicles.
deadly until they started adding chemicals to it.
No,
Remember
you
that.
can choke on food. We better get rid of that. There's a choking hazard attached to everything you put in your mouth.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
again,
then we got to
that's
get rid of it. That's your
no,
argument. We have to get
that's
rid of it because it might cause cancer. Well, we have to get rid of it because it might hurt a child. Well,
no.
everything might hurt a child. We have to
Adding
get rid of everything.
adding Eric, come on, think about it now. Adding a chemical that is known to be like adding arsenic to a fucking food product should not be allowed.
I fully agree.
There's
You shouldn't
no
add Roundup to a food
excuse for it.
product.
Huh?
Don't add Roundup to a food product. I absolutely agree.
But
But
if
you make a
Roundup
choice
could
to
be
buy it or not.
administered by a gust of wind that could carry that out and affect you, it's
I
not safe to use.
lots of vehicles aren't safe to use. They kill more people than anything. We need to get rid of those.
Hence the self-driving. That eliminates a lot of the issues. That's what they're trying to solve.
I,
Self-driving vehicles where you take the driver out of the control of the vehicle, that's one of the solutions that's being used, and that's why that can end up working. Drivers are the ones that cause the issues, not the cars, the drivers. You eliminate the use of the driver, you start saving more lives. But if you're adding a harmful, deadly chemical, and that can be airborne sprayed, and it's meant to be airborne sprayed, it's meant to be used outside in the open air.
absolutely. I'm not saying it's right to use it. I don't think we should use it. I
So
don't think
then,
you
why are you
need to
arguing the
use it.
point?
Because I think we can't just start blanketly banning things that are bad for people. That would involve banning everything in the world, and it's stupid. It's not the company's fault these people used it. They made a choice to purchase it. They made a choice to use it. They made a choice not to protect themselves against the harms of it. That's not the company's fault.
It is if the company doesn't admit that their chemical causes cancer, and they don't admit that.
We know it does, though. They don't have to
We
admit
know
it.
that they don't advertise it as that. It's not advertised. It doesn't say on the packaging, does not say will cause cancer.
It has the
Cigarettes, at
exact
the
same
very least,
possibility
say
of
right on
causing
them.
cancer as gasoline causes cancer. Every time you fill your vehicle with gasoline, you're exposing yourself to the chemicals. Do gas companies advertise that? Of course not. There's a certain amount of just use your fucking head when it comes to these things.
I don't see the need to have, again, there's
Okay,
hundreds
then
of
if we got to
that
go
work.
down the list of companies that we have to put may cause cancer on it, that's everything. Again, that's every company has to announce that.
So then, now you're making my point. This is a bad thing. These things that we use on a day-to-day basis should not be causing cancer. Why are they allowed to have products in them that cause disease?
Because without those products, without those chemicals, certain products don't exist. We have to eliminate. Then we have to eliminate oil. Oil is a known carcinogen, so we have to eliminate oil completely from everything. And that means we don't wear shoes with leather. We don't eat the foods we eat. We don't drive the cars we drive. That all causes cancer. The sun causes cancer. How do we eliminate the sun? How do we put a big
Sunblock.
warning label on the sun?
Sunblock, which is what people who are sensitive to it,
Well, then
like
put on rubber
myself,
gloves and a
have to do.
mask when you use your fucking Roundup. Isn't that the same as sunblock?
Airborne spray.
The sun is very airborne. It's the most airborne thing in the universe.
Yeah, but you control that. Nobody can.
You also
can't
control
walk
your
out
use
and
of
have the
Roundup.
fucking sun get through your clothing. That's on an individual basis for that.
So
Somebody
is
spraying
putting on a
Roundup, I
mask.
could walk by. Somebody could be spraying Roundup, and I could walk by the cloud and not know that cloud is when walking through it.
Well, yes, they should have to mitigate that. Put up a sign that says you're spraying. That makes sense.
And then you got to figure out what's the distance that it's going to be airborne for. Can it travel for only a couple
Well, they
hundred
can
feet?
figure that out. Of course they can figure that out.
But will they?
Well, then you get a fine if you don't. And I'm just trying to read right here. There is still a Harvard the Harvard Chan School of Public Health says there is no evidence of a positive association between glyphosate and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is what the jurors agreed that there was. The Environmental Protection Agency says it's safe for people in accordance with label and directions. It's about 50-50 on whether it does or doesn't. And obviously it does, but I'm not seeing them denying it in anything I can find real quick. And I'm not saying they aren't. I'm just saying I can't see that.
Just one of the very first things I opened up was a rep from the company denying it openly.
Well, I see a lot of people saying there's no evidence that it causes this particular type of cancer. Yeah, it's a risky thing to get under.
Well, this is one of those things, like I don't, again, this is in my opinion, all this still revolves back. In order to supply the planet with everything they need, with the amount of people that are in it, you have to use all these chemicals that kills people. So what's the solution? You go against the companies, or do you eliminate the people?
Well, that's fine. Yeah, eliminate the people. That's fine. I'm good with that. It's not the company's fault.
But you got to remember, there is also a time when everybody thought asbestos was fucking healthy for you. You didn't need protective wear around it. You didn't need that sort of thing.
Hang on one sec. Why don't you go look for them? It's a block from here. Where is it? It's one block on Gord and Hastings, right next to the First United Church. Yes. Well, 2 doors down. There's a store in between them. It's a block away. I'll take you there when I'm done here. Sorry. Finds me every night.
That's that same chick?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I just don't understand why. Someone needs to go spray some Roundup on her.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
ridiculous. That just really broke the momentum of sorry about that, everybody, and especially to you, Gord. I didn't mean to this just came out of nowhere. Ridiculous. People are those are some people we can eliminate, but it's not the company's fault. You make a choice to use what you use. And should we be calling our neighbors out? Yeah, go tell your neighbor he's an idiot for using Roundup. Absolutely. Start policing each other a little more. Stop making it the company's fault. It's not the company's fault. Use your frickin' heads once in a while. We're still adult humans, right? We still know how to make a decision.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point of if in order to sustain society, we have to use chemicals like this in products.
Well, we
Then
don't. That's false.
no,
This has
we
nothing
don't.
to do with This has nothing to do with sustaining the plant. It's got to do with having a pretty lawn.
Well, keep in mind, you open the fucking door to this, asshole.
We need to
You
eliminate the
open the
thought
door to
process
food
that
and
having a
everything
pretty
else.
lawn is something that's important. That's retarded.
No, and for the record, it's more detrimental to society anyways because they're killing off bees and they're killing off other things.
Exactly. It shouldn't. But that should be. And if you choose to do that, that's your choice. Um, Again, you're making the choice. You're making. It's not the company's fault that you're a dick. They shouldn't have to pay $2 billion because you're a moron. That's not. I don't think it's their fault that you're stupid. I'm saying the proverbial you, not you directly, Gord. I hope you know.
Yeah, because I don't use Roundup. It's fine. I understood.
I think it's a terrible thing. I don't use it either. I don't think anyone should use it. It's evil, but you can't just ban evil. It's not. It's just not correct.
So what is just? Let me ask you that. I mean, because again, you open the door. Vehicles and driving. Should we not look at self-driving vehicles and look at
Well,
advancing
absolutely, we should look at
society that way?
self-driving vehicles, but again, it should be an option.
But it can't. Something
Sure,
when it comes into self-driving vehicles, it's either everybody's in play or the system doesn't work.
well, then it'll never happen.
Well, it would because it'd be up to the manufacturers to fucking do it. If every manufacturer is forced to be able to fucking say nope, every vehicle is a self-driving vehicle, it doesn't take very long. If you want to drive your car, you go to a racetrack.
I don't know if you get them all on board or not. Certainly not in our lifetime. It would be a great thing if you did.
Yeah.
But again, it's a thing where the people have to make the choice. The people have to tell the companies what to do. It's still a supply and demand economy, just like it always is. They don't force us to do anything.
Bullshit.
They only make what we desire.
Go find yourself a vehicle. Go and find yourself any vehicle that's not full of computer systems in it.
Well, no, because I fully 100% practice what I preach. I do not own a vehicle. Never. I don't want to. I make that choice. That's a choice I make. I think they're evil, stupid machines. I want nothing to do with giving them government the amount of money they get off of them. I think it's retarded. We bitch about taxes constantly, but we go out and pay that much for gas and insurance every day. No, you don't drive them, and they will get it instantly better. I promise you. Make the choice not to do something, and you'll see it change overnight. We make these choices because we keep buying the stupid shit that they put in front of us. Stop buying it. Stop buying it, they'll stop making it. Roundup's still the #1 herbicide sold around the world. Is that their problem? No, they put it on the shelves. People go and buy it. Don't buy it, and it won't be on the shelves anymore. It's easy. But it's not the company's fault.
I don't know. I'm on the fence still. You make a valid point. You make some very valid points, and you are correct.
Well, you should get off the fence because it's probably got Roundup on
it. But I'm wearing clothing, so I'm protected.
Just don't let your kids choke on your clothes. You'll be fine.
Keep your kids off your clothes. You'll be fine.
Oh, what was the other one? I don't even remember now.
Yeah, what was the other one? Hang on, let me double check.
So the lady beat somebody to death.
Oh yeah, fuck! Have you seen the video yet?
No, I haven't seen this. I don't even know this. I didn't hear anything about this today. I was too busy working to pay attention.
Oh, this is insane. I believe it was in Las Vegas. A woman gets up onto a fucking bus, like a public bus, and you can see by the video. You can't hear anything that's being said, but you can see in the video. This chick is a fucking twat. Like, she is just straight up being a fucking cunt about the whole thing. She's got attitude about her, and she comes in, she gives somebody attitude about something. This fucking senior citizens trying to get by her and he's got a walker and he's trying to get by her. And this bitch is literally just being a fucking bitch. She's getting mouthy with him. He turns to her and says, "Why don't you just be nice?" As he inches his way towards the fucking door, she gets behind him and she fucking pushes him out the door. The guy goes flying forward, lands headfirst on the ground, and dies from his injuries. She murdered him. Murdered him flat out because he said you should be nice to people. After she stalked fucking Attitude, who she started the scenario. He didn't start it. She fucking started the whole thing.
You know, I say it jokingly whenever someone tells me to have a nice day, and I go, don't tell me what to do. I'll have whatever kind of a day I want.
Well, would you murder somebody for saying that to you?
Well, of course not. But, you know, sometimes you got to mitigate your damages by keeping your mouth shut.
Somebody gets mouthy with me, I don't give a fuck what the repercussions are. You're going to fucking hear it.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Hear it, sure. No, I don't think he should have been murdered. And hopefully she is as well.
She is being charged with murder. They have her. She was being charged with murder. I just couldn't believe, because what really got me about the video that nobody's really brought up that I've caught so far is that she launches this old dude off the bus. She goes flying like fucking 3 feet or 4 feet.
Jesus.
Lands headfirst on the ground, just lays there. And nobody grabs this bitch and fucking decks her. Nobody throws this bitch to the ground. Nobody does anything.
People don't get involved anymore. And that's the kind of, like I was saying with the Roundup thing. We've been taught so much to not get involved in each other's business that you see something like that go down, it's very rare for someone to step in anymore. Do
you know what happens when shit like that gets put into play? You get what happens in China. China passed a law where if you see a person, if a person gets hurt, right? You see that they got hurt, and then you call like an ambulance, that person is on the bill to pay for their fucking hospital and anything that comes up as a result of it.
Yeah,
that's a law.
That's ridiculous.
And there's videos of a fucking child, a little fucking kid that's like a year and a half old, gets away from his mother, gets run over by a car, and people are walking over the baby and walking around the baby because nobody will help because nobody wants to get stuck with the bill.
Right.
This is a society that's being fucking trained right now, and that's insane.
And that's absolutely retarded. Why would that even be? That shouldn't be.
Where Canada's gone the opposite direction, where they put the there's a bill that was put in play in Canada where the bystander bill or something like that, where if something happens and you rescue a person, that person cannot be charged for saving that person's life.
Right.
Which is amazing, because you get those idiots that are choking to death. Somebody comes up, Heimlich maneuvers them, cracks a rib, and then they get sued by the person whose life they just saved.
Yeah, no, that's retarded.
Right.
And
you can't do that.
We also have we now have to pay for our own ambulances if we call them, which is absurd. I've had to walk to the hospital several times with massive injuries because I can't afford an ambulance. It's we should be working on that. No, you shouldn't be held accountable for saving someone's life. That's retarded. This whole suing people for every little thing is really the problem. The fact that that's a thing, and the fact that it's finally crept into our country as a thing, it's just that's the root of the problem right there. That's your mentality. You're constantly looking out for how can I sue this person? How can I get money out of this person for what they've done to me? Instead of policing yourself and police the people around you and be a good neighbor, be a decent human being. Why has that been all shoved aside for how much money can I make off this? It's got. We really need to eliminate this idea that more money is better. It's a false ideal, and it's ruining us. That's what's destroying us. At the end of the day, it's all money. All this comes down to is money. Some people have it, the rest of them want it, and they're willing to kill over it. It's retarded. We don't need it.
Nope. Especially now that money isn't basically, it's not it's all just zeros and ones now. It's just fucking numbers.
Exactly. We throw around these numbers like $2 billion. For why? Why? It should never even be a concept that we think of. I don't understand why a company like that, like what is it, Bayer? I forget even. It's a division of Bayer anyway that owns stupid Roundup. I don't understand why this is even a thing anymore, or how it ever became a thing where we can just blame. It's a pass the buck ideal where we just blame and blame and blame and we because we want money. Well, they shouldn't have that kind of money. We shouldn't be buying the crap to give them that money. I'm sorry, I'm getting redundant. Stop buying crap that's going to kill you and then blaming someone else for it. Blame yourselves for being idiots. And sorry, I got right back to the Roundup and not the old lady. Should someone have stepped in? Of course. But why are we now at the point in a society where that's something that a person would do to another human being? What the hell is wrong with us? Like that story is not even surprising. Like it happened and it sucks. It's saddening, but it's not surprising. People kill each other over shoes now.
Well, that's been going on for a long time.
Like life it's just life has become valueless.
Yep.
It's absurd. I don't.
It's because of video games.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's find out how many video games this lady played before she killed the old man.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Video games and Ozzy Osbourne. I guarantee you they've never caused the death of anything other than a couple of bats. Stupid video games.
It is just very fucking stupid.
It's stupid people. That's the problem.
Yep. Yep. You are very, very, very right.
I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle it. And when I get to be a little louder tomorrow night, I'm going to go off on a little editorial. We're getting stupider by the minute. And this is the kind of thing that happens. Watch Idiocracy by Mike Judge. Everybody, that movie should be mandatory. It's very, very funny, but it's actually very true and scary because we're heading very much in that direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Scary fucking thought.
We're just getting stupider and stupider to the point where Trump's going to win again.
I still don't necessarily see that as too much of a bad thing.
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, we're throwing each other off buses. And...
Yeah. Well, you can't blame Trump for that.
Sure you can.
No, you can't. Not
I can
really.
blame... If we can blame Roundup for all our problems, I can blame Trump. He's just as much at fault as Roundup is.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Well, who knows? They've moved into Iran. They're sending missiles to Iran now. Maybe you'll get your wish.
Well, fingers crossed.
I don't know. A third getting wiped out in a natural disaster is a good thing, but a third getting wiped out by Roundup is a bad thing? I don't know. I'd like to see who we're going to sue after that meteor hits. Who do we sue NASA for the meteor?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Oh, shit. Too funny.
Oh, man.
I missed it at the middle of the show. This was supposed to be the third episode, but I'll try to sneak it in right now. You guys should go back and re-listen to this episode on podcoin.com. I haven't actually looked at Podcoin for a couple of days, Gord, but it's still pretty much the coolest website out there. You get paid to listen to me bitch and me and Gord argue about stuff. It used to be me and Gord agree on everything. We've been arguing a lot lately on this. Something not right there.
Well, that's because we're both really good at arguing.
But if you enjoy the conversation and you want to hear it more and you want to hear more shows like it, go over and listen to podcoin.com where you get paid to listen to us. All you have to do is go to either the iTunes, the App Store, or the Google Play Store. You can download the app right away. And if you type in promo code Eric and Gord, you get 300 bonus Podcoins right there. These can be used for gift cards from anywhere you can think of. You can see the list on their website. It's every gift card you can imagine. And if you're a good person, there's a list of charities that you can donate your Podcoins to. So you collect money for listening to us, which you're going to do anyway because we're awesome. And you can use that money for Starbucks or Amazon or Google Play, or be a good person and give it to someone else. I wouldn't do that. I like coffee. But start today at either the iTunes App Store or the Google Play Store. And again, you use promo code Eric and Gord, and they'll start you off with 300 free Podcoins. And then you just listen to your show and collect.
That's it.
That's it. That is
It's
it.
that
That was
simple.
supposed to be in the middle of the show, but I totally lost track of the time there. So sorry, Podcoin dude. I apologize. But I did the social media stuff, so you got to give me credit for that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Got it.
Maybe not. Then hey, if you like the social media stuff, go to SiteGround and start a website. They're not paying me to say anything, but if you sign up, I get money. So go sign up and start a website, SiteGround.com. They're actually really cool. That's who hosts our website. I was supposed to throw that all in the middle, and I missed that. I gotta get better at that. Wow, that was a lot in a short period of time. I need to take a breath.
Yeah. Well, I need to go to bed. So.
Oh, okay. Are we calling it then?
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking tired.
Absolutely correct. All right. Will I be talking to you tomorrow?
Sure. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna pick a different venue so that I can yell back at you.
Okay.
This is a great conversation. It was a lot of fun. I like that we disagree once in a while.
It's nice to finally have it happen. We haven't been lucky enough to have that happen yet.
At the end of the conversation, we're both right somehow. I love it.
Yeah, it always works out that way.
We should try talking things out more often, people. It might just work out like it does for Gordon and I. So go try that out. Don't use any Roundup before tomorrow. And until then, take care of each other.
Fuckity fuck.
Fuck Roundup. I'll do it with you tonight.
There you go. Fuck Roundup.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
There we go. The music is a plan. And all right, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll edit that beginning and get that slapped on there and get it out as quick as I can. It won't be as right away because we don't have the beginning on it. I'm sorry that happened that way.
That's okay.
And okay. Off. All right, we're not recording. We're still recording on Skype. Doesn't matter. Yeah, if you know anyone who wants to start a website, tell them to go to SiteGround and tell them that we told them to go there. We get $100 if anyone signs up.
$100.
$100 for anyone who starts a website on our recommendation. Oh shit! I lost you. Don't go anywhere, Gord. Just stay with me for 1 sec.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Oh, fuck, I'm retired.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh shit! I can actually hear you now. Yeah, $100 for anyone who signs up based on our recommendation, and then we get money for anyone who goes to who like does anything and says like where it says where did you hear about SiteGround, if they say Eric and Gord, We get money.
Well, shit.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's this just affiliate program I found. So I signed up for it today.
Well, that's fucking grand, my friend.
That's why you notice I started posting their crap like all over Twitter and Facebook and all over the place. Because yeah, it's really cool.
Certainly is.
Just another money-making opportunity if possible. Anyway, I'll let you go get some sleep so that we can do this again tomorrow.
Oh, man.
And I'll bug you with more of this. I'll put it all in a nice little report for you like I did last time.
Well, I look forward to it because next time I have a little bit of free time, I'm actually going to start like listening to some of the back episodes.
Oh, cool. You really don't have. You know, I'm just teasing all the time about that, right? I could give a shit.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But it'd be nice if I could, like get, at least get us some numbers boosted just for listening to it myself. And it'd be nice to be able to actually hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just don't get that much of a chance all that often.
I love hearing ones that I don't remember and just like some really funny ones. There's some great moments. There's a lot. Like it's a very entertaining show. You'd be amazed how fast an hour and a half goes by when you're listening to it because it's actually really entertaining beginning to end, in my opinion.
Hang on.
I haven't heard anyone bitch about the length yet either. Not one single complaint about that. I think we're right on point.
I agree. Yeah. Fuck them if they don't like the length. Go fuck themselves.
That's I'm bucking the trend because you watch this Facebook group that we're on, and I'm in a couple of them now, just podcast groups, and our numbers are right where everyone else's are. So we never bought a fancy mic or did any of this crap that you're supposed to do, and we're right where we should be in our progress. So I have no problem with it.
No, I like the lengths of the shows. I think they're great.
Yeah, me too. And I like everything about the show. I don't want to change and be like everyone else. I don't think we'd do as good if we were.
I agree.
Maybe
you do very well by breaking the rules.
Yeah, I want to keep it up. We could sound better, although lately we sound fantastic. So as long as we keep that up, I think we're solid gold.
Agreed. Holy.
Well, drive safe and all that stuff.
Sure, I'll try that.
I need you to stay alive now.
I will be safe doing the. Now it's literally I'm just going from one driveway to another now. So yeah, I'll be fine.
Hey, it's the shortest trips. You can drown in a bathtub.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thanks
All
for
right,
the talk. Thanks for the topics tonight. That was awesome.
Yeah, we had some good ones today.
Yeah. All right, man. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, you will.
All right. Good night.